Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Fiazpreet, having roll number 63020. My presentation topic is carotenoids. First of all, we have to see what is carotenoids. Carotenoids are also called tetraterpenoids, which are organic pigments that are produced by plants and algae as well as several bacteria and fungi. The only animals known to produce carotenoids are amphibians and spider mites, which acquire the ability and gene from the fungi. And they have various colors, usually from yellow to red pigments. Carotenoids are red and orange pigments that are widely distributed in nature. They are especially abundant in yellow to orange fruits, vegetables, and dark green leafy vegetables. More than 700 naturally occurring carotenoids are identified. Carotenoids have the ability to absorb light from 400 to 500 nanometer region of the visible spectrum. Basically, this property imparts the characteristic red to yellow orange color of the pigments. Carotenoids contain alternatively conjugated backbone composed of isoprene units, which are usually inverted at the center of the molecule, imparting symmetry. Changes in the geometrical configuration about double bonds result in the existence of many cis-trans isoprenes. Isoprenes have many other derivatives like carotenoids also exist in other derivatives like hydroxylated, oxidized, hydrogenated, and ring-containing derivatives also exist. Basically, carotenes are classified into two types. First one is the carotene and second one is xanthophylls. Carotenes are that compounds that contain carbon and hydrogen atoms. For example, beta carotene is the most common example of the carotene. Xanthophylls are the second other type of the carotenoids that contain one or more oxygen atom in it. The most common example of the xanthophylls are lutein. Chemistry. Carotenoids belong to the category of tetraterpenoids that contain isoprene units containing 40 carbon atoms, being built from the 4 terpenes units, each containing 10 carbon atoms. Structurally, carotenoids take the form of polyene hydrocarbons, which is sometimes terminated by a ring and may or may not have additional oxygen atom attached to it. This is a structure of the general structure of the carotenoid that contain alternatively single and double bond. The bond it may contain 9 to 11 alternatively double single bonds. The second type of the carotenoids also Carotenoids also play two important key role in the plants and algae life. They absorb light for the use of photosynthesis and also protect the chlorophyll from photo damage. Carotenoids that contain unsubstituted beta-alanine rings have the ability have vitamin A activity, and these and other carotenoids can also act as antioxidant. Also act as an antioxidant. And general properties of the carotenoids are like they contain carotenoids usually lipophilic due to the presence of long unsaturated aliphatic chains as in some fatty acids. And the physiological absorption of these fat-soluble vitamins in human and other organisms depend directly on the presence of fats and bile salts. Foods. In foods, beta carotene found in carrot and apricot and is responsible for their orange-yellow color. Dried carrot have the highest amount of carotene of any food per 100 grams serving, measured in retinol equivalent activities. The diet of the flamingos is rich in carotenoids, imparting the orange color feathers of these birds. It is a structural classification of the carotenoids like alpha carotenoids, beta carotenoids, and vitamin A. About 6 to 700 different carotenoids are known, of which alpha and beta carotene, lycopene, lutein, zeaxanthin, and are the most common one and prominent in the from 6 to 700 carotenoids. Beta carotene is the most abundant, most known carotenoid and most often naturally occurring carotene. Beta carotene is also known as provitamin and can be metabolized to vitamin A in different tissues. In turn, vitamin A can be transformed to it can be transformed also into beta carotene. Retinol, which is essential for the vision, also produced from the beta carotene and which is also absorbed, which is involved in the cell proliferation and cell differentiation. Beta carotene itself is an antioxidant and are nearly present in all carotenoids. Alpha and beta carotene and lycopene appears predominant from red, orange, and yellow fruits and vegetables, while the lutein and zeaxanthin occurs mainly in green leaf vegetables. In green leaf vegetables, thereby the plasma beta carotene is marker for the fruit and vegetable uptake. Second, the beta carotene is also an antioxidant. Antioxidant protect the cells from the damage caused by the substances called free radicals. Like free radicals are believed to contribute certain chronic diseases and play a key role in aging processes. Dietary source like dietary sources mean beta carotene. Where from we get beta carotene? Beta carotene, the richest source of the beta carotenes are yellow, orange, and green leafy fruits and vegetables such as carrots, spinach, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and bitter squash. In general, the more intense the color of the fruit or vegetable, the more beta carotene it has. I mean, it is a direct relation. The source of alpha carotene. Alpha carotene fruits are include orange vegetable, orange vegetables like pumpkin, carrot, and winter squash. Other alpha carotene food sources include tomatoes, cabbage, green beans, sweet bell peppers. Concentration of the performed vitamin A are highest in the liver and fish oils. Other sources of the performed vitamin A are milk and eggs, which are also include some vitamins, some provitamin A. Most dietary vitamin sources are vitamin A come from green leafy vegetables, orange and leaves vegetables, tomato products, fruits, and vegetables. Carotenoids also attach themselves to the to proteins or fats and can produce obtain from uh, blue, green, purple, and brown pigments in addition to yellow, orange, and red. If the animal skins or feathers color comes from the carotenoids and it has not available in food, some or all the colors fades. Mean its color become fed and due to the lack of carotene, due to the lack of carotene. Due to the lack of carotene. For example, many birds can develop bright red, orange, or yellow carotenoid pigmentation due to the pigmentation. They are presumably to attract the mates because animals often obtain several different carotenoids from plant and animal sources. It is possible that these pigments are accumulated in different leaves, which results in ultimate color expression in individual animals. Molecular structure. Chemically, carotenoid is a polyunsaturated hydrocarbons terpenoids containing 40 carbon atoms per molecule. Variable number numbers of hydrogen atoms, and no other elements. Some carotenoids are terminated by hydrocarbon rings that are on the one side or on both sides of the molecule. All are colored to human eyes due to the extensive system of conjugated double bond. Structurally, carotenes are tetraterpenes, mean that they are synthesized biochemically from four sets of 10 carbon terpene units, which is in turn are formed from 8 sets of 5 carbon isoprene units. Alpha carotene is a form of carotene with a beta anion ring at one end and an alpha anion ring at the opposite end. It is the second most abundant form of carotene, and these are the structure of the alpha carotene and these are the structure of alpha carotene and beta carotene. And the only difference is that in the presence of this ring, if the double bond in this ring is at second position, while the double bond in this ring is at first position. And these is also sold alpha carotene, beta carotene, and gamma carotene have a ring on one side and that which is not present on the other side. So we may say that the difference of the different forms of the carotenes due to the due to the sources of protein. This is a beta carotene that is cut into half and converted into retinol. That is the formula of vitamin A. Alpha carotene is one of the most abundant carotene in the field and can be converted into vitamin A, but with only halves in contact to form beta carotene. Another carotenoid, lycopene, is red pigment found in the fruits and vegetables. Lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids found in green leafy vegetables and algae and have been considered recently for the potential benefits to sight and vision, particularly a decrease in risk of cataracts. It is a provitamin A, like alpha carotene is also known as beta carotene is also known as provitamin A. Like when it cuts into half, it converted into retinol, that is vitamin A. And those carotenoids are presumably having possessing beta anion ring, uh, have vitamin A activity and can be converted into vitamin A by the body. Beta carotene have the highest provitamin A activity, but over 60 carotenoids have some provitamin A activity. Provitamin is toxic when taken in excess, but these carotenoids are safe sources because these are only converted to vitamin A when body needs it. And the other biological role of carotenoid is including their antioxidant function are completely independent of the provitamin A activity. There are some functions that have the carotenoids, like foods high in carotenoids appear to protective against the head and neck cancer. Carotenoids also participate in different types of the cell signaling. They are also able to signal the production of abscisic acid, which regulates seed dormancy, embryo maturation and germination, cell division and elongation, floral growth, and stress responses. While the other use or other function of the carotenoid is in food industry, the carotenoids are mainly used in restoring colorants used in products submitted to the intense processing storage. The third function of the carotenoids are converted to vitamin A by the body needs with varying degree of the conversion efficiency. Vitamin A is important for growth. First one, second one is the development and maintenance of the epithelial tissues. Third, vitamin A also play key role in the reproduction and in the immune system. Vitamin carotenoids twin signal singlet oxygen, remove peroxy radicals, modulate carcinogenic metabolism, inhibit cell proliferation is another use of the carotenoids, and last use of the uh, carotenoids is stimulate communication between cells like gap junctions and increase the immune responses. These are the it is a brief discussion of the beta carotenes, and so if you have any question, can you can ask me. Thank you so much.